Well, I suppose I just wanted my kids to be happy. That was the primary thing, anything I did as a mother, and I'm certainly not a perfect mother. I'll say that right from the start. No one is. We all have regrets about the way what we've done with our kids, although most parents have done their very best. Julian sometimes went to school, sometimes he didn't. He has been to a good school and he's been to some that haven't been so good. He wasn't very keen on going to many schools because he was bright and they weren't fulfilling his needs. He was a very bright little boy, and gifted kids can be in need, the same as it can be an educational disability for a gifted child to go to a school where their needs aren't being catered for. And I was concerned that he would lose his love of learning if he was bored. So there was quite a lot of homeschooling. I suppose all I really sought to do was for them to love learning, to love the investigation of learning, not to force feed so much, but to inspire a quest for learning. So they read good books, and I didn't give him theories, but rather, well, what do you think? How would you solve this problem? What would your answer to that question be? And then I might say, well, my answer's so-and-so, but then there's all these other people's. If it was a question of values, though, you know, is it good to hurt people or to lie or whatever, then I would be quite strong about that. But then I would give the reason why you don't do it, not just that you don't do it, but why you don't do it. And the kids were often reading very early. And once people have a love of learning, a love of reading, of course, then the whole world is open to them. As far as the political stuff goes, it wasn't about politicising his life or making him a political person. It was whatever they wanted to do with their lives was fine by me, as long as they didn't hurt other people in the process. It didn't surprise me really that this culminated in WikiLeaks, though, because Julian is a deep-thinking person. He writes extremely well. He's a beautiful writer, actually. He has a scientific mind. He enjoys journalism. He's an independent thinker, and he is quite a courageous person. And he enjoys adventure. And he likes working for himself. So put all that in together, then it doesn't surprise me that this has eventuated from it. As to how I feel about it, I never say that I'm proud of my children, and I never say that I'm ashamed of them. It's not up for me to think of him as some sort of product to be proud of or ashamed of. He's his own person. What I can say is I think he should be very proud of himself, if that makes sense. I think Australia should be proud of him as one of the Aussies that's gone on to achieve something, but I am in admiration of what he's achieved. But I don't like the word pride. It's just something that sticks with me. It's just a funny little idiosyncrasy that I have. But he knows that I believe that what he's done is worthwhile, and I'm supportive of it. Does that answer your question?